Hello everybody, Franklin Day. Today's presentation is the F3-H Damon by Hobby Model. This is a card kit in a scale of 133. Here is my 133 scale F3-H Damon by Hobby Model. It took me almost 3 months to build this one. This kit is very difficult to build. I would not suggest a novice builder to build one of these because it's very, very difficult. The most difficult thing about this kit is that the printing was so light you can hardly see the separation lines from the parts. This is a highly detailed kit. In the cockpit, as you can see, I have over 117 parts that makes up the cockpit. And believe you me, there's a lot of parts in there. I'm truly sorry this webcam does not do the justice to pick up the details of parts, but anybody with a keen eye, especially card models, can understand what I'm relating to. The cockpit transparency is made from acetate. The kit gives you a pattern to cut out, and you got to fold in the shape. And a lot of guys use hot glue on them, but there's a trick to it. Use clear Scotch tape. When you form the cockpit over, when it makes a cockpit, take Scotch tape, you fill it in the inside, but using 1/32 strips only. Once you burnish out the tape on the cockpit, it will disappear like I won't see it. Glue will destroy it. There's another way too. If you want to go to another route, vacuum form it. That's the mainstay of most model builders. I thought about that too, but so what the hey. I'm old school. I'll build right out of the kit. No aftermarket kits were employed in this model. Everything was done per kit. Now the ordnance they give you on this kit, not very much. If it's just enough to dress up the model. They give you 2 Sparrowhawk missiles and 2 Sidewinders. Of course, you got your 2 auxiliary tanks on the belly for long-range reconnaissance work, or whatever mission they propose to fly. But the markings on this kit's all land-based, not carrier duty. It says, I think the markings of this is from China Lake out of California. I remember when I hitched the Navy, we had a squadron from China Lake that flew all the way out to board the USS Oriskany. The carrier I was on during me hitching on was the Navy. That was back in 1962. And we had a training squadron, which is 90-day ensigns trying to learn how to fly jets, and that was it for them. And at the time, you know, right before the Vietnam War got underway, by 1963, they were being stricken from the Naval Register, and the F-4 Phantom was the successor to the F3-H Damon. If you look very closely at this aircraft right here, you can see the resemblance in the evolution change of the Damon into the Phantom. The wings in this airplane, they fold, not in the kit, but in the real aircraft they fold. They fold like that of the F-4 Phantom. Just tips only. Store up carrier space, hangar space. As you can see on the model itself, you got from the pilot's perspective, you have a pretty good view, bird's eye view of everything around you, aircraft, everything. The Navy dubbed this aircraft as the chair because you're high off the, you're sitting high, you're looking around, you can see everything. I mean, I can see why they call it the chair because you're really high. You're like you're sitting on top of a high chair on top of an airplane. I mean, I've been aboard these things a couple of times. You do sit up pretty high in them. It's pretty comfortable. Not too powerful of an aircraft. Most of them were taken off by using catapult only. This kit gives you one good detail too. I enjoy the most. It's called the Pelican hook. On that Pelican hook right there, as you can see by the nose wheel, that's where they catapult you off the deck of the carrier. And it never seen combat action. It was a good jet. It done its job, and there's always progress. There's always successors. So that's about the history of that. Everything else, It's just a card kit. Like I said, I wouldn't want to recommend this for the novice because you'll be lost. The time you put nose cone on, it's as far as you're going to go. Fine, a lot of fine pieces. Like I said, there's 117 hard there's pieces that go in the cockpit. They're very hard. You got to practically be a brain surgeon to cut out all those pieces like that. And if you're new to doing something like that, you're in a world of despair. You go, man, where do I begin? How do you do this stuff? But nothing's impossible. It takes skill and patience. Card kits are no different than building plastic. All it is cheapen the material. And there's tricks to card models, make them look good. And there's one thing about card kits, like plastic kits in general, I cannot stand seams. Most of my card kits, I make them seams disappear. And they make card kits are very enjoyable. I enjoy them more than plastic. A lot more cheaper too. But make a long story short, fellas, you know, everybody, this is folks Ivory, and enjoy posting my F3-H demon on here for you people to look at. Any comments are made or welcomed. I'm new here on YouTube. I hope I ain't boring anybody with my lingo, talking about everything, but that's how I am. I'm just a flaw of my character. So I've had a bunch of music and models spinning around. I like to be able to talk about it. Entertainment. But the old hands on the clock's telling me that you better sign off because I don't want to overdo my boundaries on this YouTube presentation because I'll better give you 10 minutes. Other than that, they'll cut you off. So you got to go by the rules. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is I believe this is my 5th video I made, and I'll be making more down the line because I really enjoy doing this. I don't know why in the Lord's way I didn't do it before. It just never come to mind. This webcam stinks. Hopefully next week, if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise, I have a new video camera, and I'll show a lot more better pictures of me doing my work and showing my work. And there's always ways to improve it. It is now. It is what it is, and I'm pretty satisfied with it and really grateful for what I have. And it still does the same thing, but just stay tuned, folks. Next week I'll probably have a video camera and things will be a lot more better. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. And please have a safe 4th of July. And like I can't stress this any further. Any drinking going on, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what it's made for, to have a good time. But please don't drink and drive. You get caught by those chuckleheads out there, you're a cooked goose. You're a broken man. So I can't stress anymore. You don't drink and drive. Enjoy yourself. Get yourself a designated driver. And I'd like to thank everybody for viewing my video. And again, have a very safe 4th of July. And thank you very much, folks. I appreciate very much for you people tuning in. Goodbye. Have a very nice day.